Are you feeling an intense, strange energy sweeping through your life and the world? A sense that everything is changing, but you can't quite explain it. The renowned psychic Sylvia Browne delivered a stark warning. We are in the midst of a massive planetary energy shift. But here is the unsettling truth she revealed. Not everyone is going to make it through. This isn't a message of doom for you, but a crucial key to understanding why you're feeling this way and what your role is in this great divide. Stay with us, because you need to know. Imagine for a moment that the very fabric of reality, the air we breathe, the thoughts we think, is undergoing a fundamental and irreversible transformation. What if the increasing chaos you see in the world, the sudden upheavals in your personal life, and that pervasive, unexplainable anxiety are not just random events, but symptoms of a colossal shift occurring at a vibrational level? This is not science fiction. It is the urgent message from one of the most famous psychics of our time, Sylvia Browne. A message that was deemed so critical, she dedicated an entire book to this very phenomenon. She stated unequivocally that we are living in the epicenter of what she called an energy shift, a powerful vibrational displacement that is affecting every single person, creature, and system on this planet. This is a spiritual and energetic event of a scale we have not witnessed in millennia, and it is forcing every soul to a crossroads. The ground beneath your feet is not just shifting physically, it is shifting spiritually, and the choices you are making right now, often unconsciously, are determining your ultimate fate in this new era. The most shocking and frankly terrifying part of her revelation is that this transition will not be experienced equally by everyone. This is not a uniform rising tide that lifts all boats. Sylvia Browne warned that while some individuals will feel a profound awakening, a lifting of veils, and a new connection to higher consciousness, others will find themselves completely overwhelmed, succumbing to chaos, despair, and a deep sense of being utterly lost and disconnected from the world forming around them. This is the great sorting of souls, a divine process where alignment with light or attachment to darkness is no longer a philosophical concept, but a tangible, life-altering reality. The question that hangs in the air, charged with the intensity of this very shift, is a simple one. Which side of this divide will you find yourself on? Your survival, and more importantly, your ability to thrive in the world to come, depends entirely on the answer. This is why you cannot look away. We are living through the signs of this energy shift every single day, yet most of us dismiss them as stress, coincidence, or global uncertainty. Sylvia Browne insisted that the first step to navigating this transition is to recognize it for what it truly is, to see the invisible currents shaping our reality. These signs manifest on three levels: the personal, the interpersonal, and the global. On a personal level, have you been experiencing intense waves of inexplicable anxiety, moments of profound clarity followed by deep fatigue, or a sense of nostalgia for a home you cannot name? These are not symptoms of burnout. They are the tremors of your soul, adjusting to a new vibrational frequency, your consciousness straining to expand beyond its old limits. This energy shift is also radically altering the landscape of our relationships, acting as a powerful magnifier of truth. You may have noticed that some relationships, even long-standing ones, have suddenly become strained, toxic, or have simply faded away without a clear reason. Conversely, new soul-deep connections are forming rapidly, as if you have known someone for a lifetime after just a meeting. This is the energy separating the wheat from the chaff, pulling souls who vibrate on a similar frequency together and pushing those on divergent paths apart. It is a natural, if painful, process of spiritual alignment. Look at the global stage, and you will see the same phenomenon playing out on a massive scale. The increase in natural disasters, political upheaval, and social unrest are not merely random events. They are the physical manifestations of this intense energetic turbulence. The old systems, built on foundations of control, separation, and materialism, are creaking and collapsing because they can no longer withstand the pressure of this new, incoming light. The world is quite literally going through a collective detox, and the chaos is a sign of the poison leaving the system. Perhaps the most telling sign is the widespread feeling of being out of place, of being a stranger in a familiar land. You might look at the world and feel a deep, aching sense that this is not how things are supposed to be, that there is a more beautiful, harmonious way to exist. This feeling of spiritual homesickness is one of the clearest indicators that you are sensitive to the new energy, that a part of you remembers the higher dimension of love and unity that we are slowly, collectively moving towards. It is a sign of your readiness, not your brokenness. Ignoring these signs is like ignoring the symptoms of a serious illness. It does not make the illness go away, it only allows it to progress. Sylvia Browne's work urges us to become conscious observers of these changes, to acknowledge that what we are witnessing is a planned spiritual evolution. By recognizing these signs, you move from being a victim of the chaos to an active participant in the transition. You begin to understand that the turmoil has a purpose, and that understanding is the first step toward mastering your journey through it. This leads us to the most sobering and pivotal aspect of Sylvia Browne's warning, the Great Divide. This is not a physical separation, but a profound and irreversible schism in human consciousness. We are witnessing a radical polarization where the middle ground is rapidly disappearing. On one side, you have those who are consciously or subconsciously choosing to align with the higher frequencies of light, compassion, and unity. On the other, you have those who are clinging with all their might to the old, dense energies of fear, control, and materialism. This is the ultimate spiritual selection process, and it is happening right now. The individuals who are struggling, who may not endure this shift, are not necessarily bad people. They are, however, often deeply entrenched in the old paradigm. Their identity is fused with the material world. Their sense of security is tied exclusively to external structures, and their primary motivators are fear and lack. As the planet's vibration increases, their own rigid energy field cannot resonate with it, creating immense internal friction. This manifests as increased anger, confusion, a victim mentality, and a tendency to create chaos in their lives and the lives of those around them. For these souls, the new energy feels like an attack, a destructive force dismantling their reality. They will try to rebuild the old world, to reinforce the walls that are crumbling, not realizing that the very foundation is gone. They may experience a series of escalating personal crises, health issues, and a profound sense of alienation because the world they were programmed to navigate is ceasing to exist. Their suffering stems not from a divine punishment, but from a fundamental resistance to the evolutionary current that is now flowing. Conversely, those who are navigating the shift successfully are doing so because they have embraced a path of surrender and inner work. They are the ones who, when faced with anxiety, turn inward to meditate and seek clarity. When relationships fall away, they grieve but trust the process. When old systems collapse, they focus on building new, heart-centered ways of living. They are learning to let go of the need for external validation and control, and are instead building their security on a foundation of their own spiritual connection and inner peace. This divide is the central drama of our time. It explains why you can have two people in the same family, the same city, living in what seem like entirely different realities. One is experiencing breakthroughs, synchronicities, and a deepening of their spiritual life, while the other is spiraling into despair and conflict. Sylvia Browne's urgent message is to understand this dynamic so that you can have compassion for those struggling without allowing their energy to pull you down. Your primary responsibility is to secure your own place on the ascending side of this great divide, for that is how you ultimately contribute to the healing of the whole. So the critical question remains, how do you ensure you are among those who not only endure, but flourish in this new age? Sylvia Browne was clear that this is not a passive event you simply witness. It is an active initiation you must consciously participate in. The key lies in a dedicated process of spiritual cleansing and energetic strengthening. Think of your energy body, your aura, as a vessel. An old, cracked, and clogged vessel cannot hold this new, potent light without shattering. Your mission is to purify and reinforce this vessel through intentional practice. The first and most crucial step is what we can call energetic hygiene. This involves daily practices to clear the accumulated debris of lower vibrations. Visualization is a powerful tool here. Imagine a brilliant, golden white light pouring down from the cosmos, flowing through the crown of your head and filling your entire body. See this light pushing out any darkness, fear, or anxiety, expelling it through the soles of your feet into the earth to be transmuted. This simple 5-minute practice, done consistently, can dramatically increase your vibrational frequency and create a protective shield around you. Next, you must actively work on mastering your emotional body. The energy shift acts as an amplifier, meaning small irritations can quickly feel overwhelming and unresolved grief can surface with immense force. The goal is not to suppress these emotions, but to feel them fully without allowing them to define you. When a wave of anxiety or anger hits, sit with it. Acknowledge it without judgment, ask what it is trying to teach you, and then consciously release it. This process transforms your emotional turmoil into fuel for your spiritual growth, turning your greatest weaknesses into your most profound strengths. Furthermore, you must become mindful of your energetic diet. Everything and everyone carries a vibration. The news you consume, the entertainment you watch, the food you eat, and the people you interact with all either raise or lower your frequency. It is no longer sustainable to engage with fear-based media or tolerate draining relationships out of a sense of obligation. You must curate your environment with the precision of a master gardener, weeding out what does not serve your growth and planting seeds of light, knowledge, and authentic connection. This is not selfish. It is essential for your survival. Finally, you must understand the profound significance of your own evolution. Sylvia Browne emphasized that you need to know all of this because your personal awakening is not a solitary, selfish pursuit. It is a vital contribution to the quantum leap of all humanity. Each person who successfully raises their vibration, who anchors more light and love into this reality, creates a ripple effect that makes it easier for others to do the same. You are a cell in the awakening body of humanity, and your healing contributes directly to the healing of the whole. Your journey is your gift to the world. We have journeyed through Sylvia Browne's urgent prophecy, from recognizing the subtle and overt signs of this global energy shift, to understanding the sobering reality of the great divide separating consciousness, and finally, to arming ourselves with the spiritual practices necessary to not just survive, but to thrive. The evidence is all around us and within us. The tremors of change are undeniable. This is not a distant future event. It is the defining spiritual context of our present lives, the backdrop against which every choice and every thought now carries immense weight. The central unsettling truth remains that not every soul will navigate this passage successfully. Some will remain anchored to the sinking shores of the old world, trapped by fear, attachment, and a refusal to look within. Their struggles and their chaos serve as a stark reminder of what is at stake. Yet this message was never intended to instill despair, but to ignite a fierce and determined hope within those who are ready to listen. It is a call to spiritual arms, a wake-up call to claim your power and your place in the new reality that is being born. Your presence here, your engagement with this profound topic is not a coincidence. It is a sign that you are one of the ones meant to hear this, one of the souls chosen to build the foundations of a new world rooted in compassion, unity, and enlightened consciousness. The anxiety you may have felt, the sense of being different or out of place, was always the whisper of your soul preparing you for this exact moment in human history. You were built for this challenge. Therefore, let this knowledge settle not as a burden, but as a profound liberation. Every moment of introspection, every act of self-care, every choice to respond with love instead of fear is no longer just a personal improvement. It is a cosmic act of service. You are a pillar of light in the gathering storm, and by simply holding your frequency, you become a beacon for others who are still lost in the fog. Your endurance is your triumph, and your evolution is your gift to all of creation. The energy shift is here. The divide is happening. The choice, ultimately, is yours. Will you be a passive observer, swept along by the currents of fear and confusion? Or will you take up the mantle of the conscious creator, using the tools of purification, emotional mastery, and energetic awareness to consciously cross the bridge into a new era? Sylvia Browne delivered the map. The journey, the courageous and essential journey, is now yours to take. The future is not something that happens to you. It is something you build with every thought, every intention, and every elevated choice you make from this moment forward. If this message resonated with the truth you feel deep within your soul, then your journey has only just begun. Subscribe to this channel and hit the like button, because we are dedicated to being a beacon of light and a source of guidance as we navigate this great shift together. Your support helps this crucial information reach other awakening souls. Stay conscious, stay strong, and we will see you in the next video.